You know, it's absolutely fascinating to see how someone like Janet Yellen, the US Treasury Secretary, is shaping global markets. She truly has her hands on the pulse of economic policy decisions that affect not just us here in the US, but the entire world. There's this ongoing discourse about tariffs and trade negotiations, right? It's as if unpredictability creates turmoil in the markets. Imagine you're a chef, and you keep changing the main ingredient in your signature dish. Each time, diners end up wondering what to expect. That's what these fluctuating tariffs feel like.
Oh wow, that's a really good analogy. So, what exactly are some of those unpredictable tariff strategies she's been using? And how do they cause such big market fluctuations?
Great question. When Yellen discusses upcoming tariffs, she's often talking about potential high tariff reinstatements, which can really shake things up. It's like adding a crazy spice to a dish that people adored. Suddenly, it's either a hit or a total miss. Just the uncertainty about tariffs can provoke anxiety among investors. They crave stability. They desire a consistent taste, if you will.
That makes sense. But, what are the implications for countries that rely heavily on exports? Do they just get left hanging?
Absolutely. Those exporting countries are like farmers anxiously watching their crops during a drought. If they can't predict what tariffs will be in play, they might hesitate to plant seeds in this case, making investments. Yellen's experience as a former chair of the Federal Reserve offers this incredible insight into how domestic markets react and the ripple effects internationally. It's all about maintaining stable trade relations.
Wow, so it's like this ripple effect spreads out from the US then? That's kind of scary. Can you share a quick example of how this uncertainty has affected markets recently?
Sure. Think back to when tariffs were suddenly increased on steel and aluminum. It caused companies to rethink their supply chains overnight. Some even had to raise prices or lay off workers. It's akin to sending a shockwave through a pond. Drop a small stone in, and suddenly all the ripples affect every part of the water. We're witnessing that happen with US credibility on the global stage too. There's a lot of chatter, can we trust the US to maintain stable economic relationships?
I can imagine how that would make other countries nervous. So, how does Yellen plan to regain that credibility?
Well, she emphasizes transparency and collaboration among global leaders, almost like organizing a community potluck instead of a competitive cooking showdown. Everyone needs to know what dish they're bringing to the table to avoid arguing over who gets the last piece of pie. It's fundamentally about fostering trust. She stresses the importance of open communication to rebuild those economic alliances.
That's really interesting. So, if we're encouraging open communication, do you think this will help steer us toward finding solutions for economic recovery?
Yes, absolutely. But it's not an instant fix. It takes time and careful planning. Recent analyses suggest that a market recovery is entirely possible. But it's like planting a tree. You can't rush it, you must nurture it. Just keep the soil fertile, ensure adequate sunlight, meaningful policies, and watch it grow.
Haha, I love that analogy. You've really made this complex issue so much clearer. It's so important to stay informed about global economic developments, especially with someone like Yellen at the helm.